Good morning. How y'all doing? My name is Leon. You can call me Why Not Leon. First of all, I want to thank you guys for turning on this station. I want to thank you for giving me an opportunity to come into your lives and speak positivity, life, and direction for you. Today I will be talking about but God said so. We always look at our lives, and the internal self tells us who we are. It tells us that we can. It tells us that you can have what you dream of having. But it also tells us that there's going to be some sacrifices. There's going to be some letdowns. There's going to be some distractions. So how bad do you want what you say you want? How bad and what are you willing to give up if you want to receive what you said you want to have in your life? Whatever that is. I look back and I wonder, wow, I'm 47 years old, about to be 48 years old next month. And God showed me that, you know what, Leon, I'm going to make you a mighty man. I'm going to allow you to see the entire world. But it also didn't tell me that what it's going to take for me to achieve those goals. And I just started realizing about life. It took me 47 years to find out who's inside of Leon. Who is controlling myself? And I tell you guys, everything has been working out. My life has changed, and it changed in a positive way because I started putting myself first in everything that I do. I started looking at, okay, am I making the best decision right now for my future? Sometimes we make a decision and say, you know what, I'm going to do it, but we don't worry about the aftermath. We don't worry about what's going to come. All we want to do is make a decision right now. And with that decision, we don't look at the trials and the tribulations that's going to come with that decision. We don't look at the sleepless nights that we're going to have to not go to sleep, but we're going to have to complete what we're supposed to do. We don't look at when we have to wake up at 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning to complete what we're supposed to do. All we look at is the decision and the dream and the goal. And if it don't work out the way we want it to work out, we give up. We throw in the towel. We say, you know what? I'm done. That is enough. But I tell you right now, if you believe, if you want it, you can have it. You got to find out what is the why behind you want it. Why do you want it? See, some of us want things, but we don't know why we want them. We just go and do it, and we just do it just to waste time. I'm telling you right now is we have to be direct. We have to be focused. We have to understand, okay, what is our purpose? What is our life goals? And we go after it. I'm showing you and I'm telling you right now, if you want it, you can have it. But it's going to come at a cost. What is that cost? For the last, I want to say 3 months, guys, and I'm going to be transparent right now. For the last 3 months, I gave up everything in my life. I didn't do it. I just decided to say, you know what? I don't need it. Did y'all hear me? I decided that I want to go after what I really want. I made a decision. Everything that came after that, I really didn't make a decision. I started to just trust and believe the internal Leon, the greatness that's inside of Leon to say, you know what? I trust you making this decision. So there's two sides of Leon. There's a Leon, which is, I call him the giant. And there's a Leon, and I call him the mighty. I'll allow the mighty to take over when it needs to take over. And the mighty allows the giant to take over when it needs to take over. That means is this, we have a partnership that coexists. That means that we have a togetherness that, you know what, the Bible tells us where there's 2 or 3 gathered together in my name, I'll be in the midst. So if the giant Leon and the mighty Leon were to agree on a direction for Leon, then Leon life would turn out to be where Leon thought the dream should be. Guys, I'm not living my dream anymore. I'm living my reality. It's going to come at a cost. Right now, it is 4 o'clock in the morning. I went to bed at 10 o'clock. But I decided to say, you know what, Leon? I can't continue on being lazy. I can't continue on wasting my time. I got to be focused. I got to be direct. And I have to know what I want. And there's some times that you're going to have to know what you want. And there's going to be some times that you're going to have to know that you cannot do what you really thought you wanted to do. Because you know what? That's a distraction. We live in a life of distractions. I tell you some of my distractions. Some of my distraction was watching TV. I get off of work and I come home and I watch TV. Before I go to work, I watch sports TV. All that time throughout the day, I just moved. I did not make a decision. I allowed life to make a decision for me. That means if I got to be at work at 9 o'clock, I wake up at 7 o'clock. And I just wake up and I just start my day by just waking up, looking at TV, getting ready when it's time to go to work. I get up and I get dressed. Then I go to work. Then I work throughout the day. Whatever happens, I just do it. Because that's what I thought, that's what we're supposed to be doing. Get up and do what we need to be doing. The Bible tells us, a man don't work, don't eat. I get that, and I agree with you. But it also lets us know, lean not unto thy own understanding, but in all your ways, you allow God to direct your path. And God is ready to direct your path. And I'm not trying to be spiritual. I'm not trying to tell you what to do. I'm not trying to tell you to get up and start reading your Bible and go to church and go to prayer and go all these places. All I'm telling you is right now is this. If you want the why not, why can't you have, why everybody else seems like they're having more fun in your life, why everybody else is being able to travel and go to vacations and you still at the same place, same place, same job, 10 years going. If you want it, I tell you, you can have it. But it's going to come at a cost. That cost is you making a decision and saying, you know what? I am worth it. I am worth investing time to find out who I am. And when you find out who you are, there is no stopping you to achieve whatever you want. You can have it, but it's going to come at a cost. That cost is waking up and finding out who you are. I tell you right now, instead of going to church, and I've been in church all my entire life. I go to church, I fall out, come home, I got the same turbulence, the same distractions, the same crap that's going on in my life. I just did it because it was a routine thing to do. Until I recognized that, you know what? I am sick and tired the way my life is going. I'm tired. And then I realized, you know what, Leon? You done tried everything in your willpower. In my willpower. I done tried everything in my own willpower now. I'm going to try what God says. I'm going to try what the universe says. If you want to call him the universe, the almighty, the big man upstairs, whatever you want to call him, it's okay. I'm not trying to go down that road. I'm just trying to go down the road of, you know what? God, only thing he wanted us to do is to get to me personally. This is what I think. God wants us to know what he created. Know what his creations is about. And when I started to find out God creations inside of Leon, I started becoming more and more powerful. I became more and more focused. I became more loving. I became having more understanding. I started to not follow the path of Leon, and I started to follow the path of what I'm supposed to be walking and my destiny for my life. So I'm saying to you right now is, guys, it is so easy to say, I want to be rich. It's so easy to say, I want to be a millionaire. It's so easy to say, I want a successful life. That is the easiest thing to do. What is the hardest thing to do is say, you know what? I want it, but I got to do something about it. Because I can sit here all day and say what I want. But if I don't bring no effort involved in that, I will not achieve nothing. So I'm saying to you right now is, why not you? Why not you? You deserve it. You was created for this job. I always tell my people or my clients that I speak with is this. This is our hand. And our hand right here is our fingerprint. And the great thing about God and the great thing about all of this is there's only one fingerprint that Leon Arrington has. There's only one fingerprint that came before Leon Arrington, and there's only going to be one fingerprint that is going to be here without Leon Arrington. If I'm in the grave, that fingerprint, it's going to be in the grave with me. Ain't nobody else going to be able to have what I have. Right there, I'm saying something to you. If you have the only fingerprint for your life, that means that there's no one else that has your fingerprint. That means that you're an individual set apart, aside from everybody else in this entire existence of this world. And if that is the case, that when God created us that way, that means that he gave us each individual dreams. He gave us each individual goals. He gave us each individual destinies. My thing is this. Why don't you find out what God gave you? Why you continue walking around this world blind? Why still wasting the precious time that 24 hours gave you? What did you do with your 24 hours that God gave you today? What decisions are you making with your 24 hours today? Are you wasting the time just allowing life to just dictate what it's going to do for you? Or are you saying, you know what? Enough is enough. It's time for me to move forward. It is time for me to press on. It is time for me to go out there and get what is mine, because it's yours. You are the only fingerprint that was before you or after you. So you know what? If you're the only fingerprint that is before you and after you, why don't you find out you? Why don't you find out what you can do? Why don't you find out how far can you go? Why don't you find out, do I really love, or am I really don't like people? You don't know that. You just know who you are from the things that you've been through. You don't know about yourself until you start to recognize and put work in, until you start to really, really search your soul and find out, you know what is in there? What's in here? It's just not just a heart, not just blood just pumping through my veins from all over my body. It's something there. Find out what it is. That is your roadmap to where you're going. I'm not going to bore you guys, but I'm excited because I know you have greatness inside of you. All you got to do is find it. The great thing about this is you're waking up and you're finding out who you are every single day. You are an actor or an actress. That means every single day there is a movie playing in your life, and you are the star of the movie. Why you continue on playing as you are one of the fill-ins? Why you continue on playing the role of the supporting cast? You are the star of the movie. That means know your role and move in it. Again, guys, I'm excited. I know I'm sounding loud right now at 4 o'clock in the morning in the basement. My wife is upstairs asleep. But I'm excited because I know where I'm going. And I know that God got some great things in front of me. And I know that, you know what, no matter what I did, no matter what I might do in the future, God still loves me. And I have to love myself. And if you start, when you start to love yourself, you'll know, wow, this thing is for real. So I want to thank you guys for sharing in. I want to thank you for stopping and listening to what I have to say today. Life as you know it, no more. No more sitting back. No more being lazy. No more just allowing people to trottle on top of you and tell you that you won't have nothing. That time is over. And if you feel this, of what I'm saying to you, if you feel what I'm saying to you to be the truth, continue on sharing with me. I continue out pouring out what God gave me. He gave this to me. I can't worry about what other motivational speakers are doing. I can't worry about what everybody else is saying. I got to worry about what is Leon doing. Because God gave this to me. This is me. This is not nobody else. I'm starting to compare myself to everybody else and say, you know what, I don't measure up to what they're doing. I need to start comparing myself to the only person I need to worry about is me. So again, you guys have a great day. Enjoy the next 24 hours of your life.